Well, good morning everybody. This is DearMamaSal's and it's Tuesday morning. It's 14 degrees Canadian and 56 American. Not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be a hot one. But it's interesting that the drive to work temperatures have dropped quite a bit. It's normally well into the 60s by this time. I'm a little earlier than usual now that I think about it. So anyway, interesting. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Now I know some of you are going, Sal, it's Tuesday already. We had a long weekend, so to me this is Monday. And I had a really good weekend. I really tried to get some balance in my weekend. I did a bit of cleaning up. Did a little bit on the backsplash. Did a little bit of tidying up in my bedroom. So a little bit of this and that, which was good. I was very pleased with myself in terms of my productivity, let's put it that way. Even though I didn't get nearly enough accomplished in my mind, I wonder if any of you have that problem. You can go non-stop and still not do enough. I've definitely got a twisted muscle or something in my back. As I described it to somebody over the weekend, somewhere between the 3 rolls of fat that are meant to be my waist and my rib cage, there's a twisted muscle of some sort. So I think I'm going to go and have somebody work on that and see if they can untwist it. It's been painful for too long for it to be normal. And obviously nothing was wrong on the chest x-ray, so it's not there. And I think it would have shown up on the chest x-ray. Anyway, so I've done some exercise, trying to pull it a little bit gently and see if I can do something, but I think it needs somebody with more skill than I've got. It just bugs me when I'm standing, funnily enough. If I stand and lean slightly forward, that's when it gets me. It gets me big time. Really quite uncomfortable. No, it's better than uncomfortable. It gets painful. So I did procrastinate this weekend. I had promised myself I was going to sit down and do my accounts this weekend, and I never did. I wonder if any of you have ever done that. I found more things to do instead of doing the accounts than you can imagine. Quite scary. So that's something that I need to get under control tonight. Procrastinated long enough over that. Plus I've got a couple of checks that I clean forgot to bring with me today, so I can put them in the bank this evening. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow as well. Rats, 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 rats. Okay. Let's think of positive things to start the day rather than negative. Bina's doing great. For those of you who are big Bina fans, he is doing much, much better. You know, within the scope of his spinal problems. But I mean, he really is. He's back to his old self, and whatever it was that he did to himself for that week, oh gosh, that was frightening. I really thought I'd lost him at that point. But he's really good. Now the funny thing was, when he was that bad, I put a bed in the kitchen for him so that during the day he could be there and not have too far to go to get outside. And he really likes that. So I've left it there. And I notice now that he really is quite a loving dog. And I don't laugh, we know he is a loving dog, but I never noticed it until now, that when I leave the bedroom and go to the kitchen, because those are my 2 main rooms, I'm either in the bedroom or I'm in the kitchen. When I leave the bedroom and go to the kitchen, he comes and lies in the kitchen with me. Now, I guess I didn't realize that before, because he'd go and lie in the living room, which is the only nearest place that there's a carpet that had room for him. So it's really quite cute. I'd never noticed that he did that. So now he comes and he just lies down on the carpet. Well, not on the carpet, he lies down on his bed in the kitchen, and of course that drives me insane, because he can look at me, you know, with those eyes. He's got those eyes. Those, hello, is there a treat for me eyes? Which makes life very difficult. I do desperately try not to spoil him too much. Because, you know, there's more than just me in the house that spoil him. I know when he goes downstairs he gets, you know, cookies, so I have to be really careful how many I give him. But he does have a way with those eyes, I want to tell you something. He doesn't have to talk. The other thing is, he is just amazing at communication, generally. He'll do things where you go, why on earth is he doing that? And then you go, oh, I know why. You know, it's just amazing. He'll just do things that are very needy, and he's not a needy dog, but he'll do things that are very needy. And you go, what's he trying to tell me? Oh, I forgot to do X, Y, and Z. And I just thank him. I go, good, communication, well done. Smart cookie dog. So it's a bit sort of hazy today. I mean, great visibility, don't get me wrong. But, and if that's any indication of how hot it's going to get, it should be a very warm day. Not that I'll notice, of course, because I'll be at work. Stuck inside with the air conditioner going. I've done very little summer stuff this year. I've hardly been out in the garden. I've hardly sat on the deck. You know, it's just sad, really, because I have really every reason to do those things, and yet I guess between the two work things, I say work things, but you know, my work and doing this, there's not a whole lot of time left over for, yeah, and trying to keep the house down. It's not a lot of time. In fact, I sit in awe of watching people like Judy or Anna or any of these YouTubers. They've got these immaculate houses. Yeah, look after kids. Much bigger vloggers than I am, and how do they do that? I guess I just don't fit into that mold quite. But I must say, I'm really happy, everybody, now that I've moved the whiteboard out of the bedroom. My bedroom's beginning to look quite decent again. It'll take a while, but there are just too many wires and too many things, you know. I've got to get that all organized and tidied up. That's my goal for next weekend, is to try and get that one corner where I keep the computer really tidied up. So we had a peculiar thing happen this weekend, which is one of the viewers asked me why I'd banned them, and from Tiny Chat, And the strange thing was, of course I hadn't. You know, they're a new viewer and I would not have done that. They have done nothing to deserve that. But apparently they had been banned. And so I wrote to Tiny Chat to ask them, you know, what could they help me, because I had a viewer that was obviously upset because they thought I had banned them and I've done nothing. So have they got any idea what happened here? I looked on my banned list on the site, and then not banned. So I just didn't make sense to me. Anyway, so I had to tell the person. Tiny Chat got back to me and said get the person to write to them, so I did. Hope they did that. Because it really was quite scary. I hate to think of somebody thinking that I banned them when I hadn't. Then it struck me later, maybe somebody else had, maybe it was from another site, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so I have to leave it with Tiny Chat and see if they can figure it out. I felt quite sick. So the challenge for today is, what is it you're procrastinating about, the same as I have been, that you want to get done? And will you give it half an hour today? Because that's what I'm going to do. I found the worst thing about things you're procrastinating about is getting it started. So if I tell myself I only have to do half an hour, then the chances are I will actually get it done. So I challenge you to do half an hour on something that you've been procrastinating about, and see how good you feel about yourself if you do it. Alright? This is Dear Mama Sal's saying thank you for watching. Bye for now.